Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Bill with Franklin Loan Center. Wednesday, the 26th of May. Almost done with May. Crazy. Hey, yesterday, the Case Shiller housing report came out, and it was another doozy on the housing market. So, nationally, up over 13% year over year. So, housing prices up over 13% on the year. And that's actually higher than it was just last month. So this actually measured March, from March last year to March this year. Um, it's accelerating faster. Some of that's probably just, I mean, that's the way it always is this time of year, or cyclically speaking, that's the way it typically is. This is the largest acceleration since in housing prices since '05. That sounded a little eerie, but as we've talked about several times, I mean, this market just looks so different. I do not believe for a second it can continue at this pace forever. But there's, just inventory is just so different right now. The amount of equity people have is so different. So, again, like a little wonky that it's the last time we went right into a crash, it just goes crazy and then just nosedives. Again, I think there's just so many factors that are going to stop us from seeing a huge nosedive. Time will tell. And then I guess the other thing that was noteworthy is the way Case Shiller works. It looks at 20 different markets across the United States. All 20 were up, which is interesting. None other than San Diego County here in SoCal, up 19.1%, followed by Seattle at 18.3. Number one in the nation was Phoenix. So anyway, I mean, just craziness across the board with the housing market. I mean, I'm still hearing stories on the phone with a buddy of mine that's a realtor yesterday, and he was talking about having a house listed for 640, I think it was, and they've got an all cash offer over 750 on it. So, and I know this guy to price stuff pretty darn fairly initially. So anyway, lots of craziness. It's going to be really interesting to see how all this plays out. But what we're starting to see is like that affordable end of the range, if you will, sort of that first time home buyer thing. It's just stretching further and further away. We're going to see some people that just have to get out of the market. And unfortunately, some of those houses are probably just going to get gobbled up by investors, but we'll see what happens there. So anyway, I mean, because it's so attractive with for investors right now, because rents are so high as well. I mean, often you see rents and housing prices run inversely. They're both rising significantly together. So that's kind of crazy. So anyway, just wanted to put out there some facts on the market right now. It's as hot as everybody's saying. Who knows when it can change. Typically, change happens based on some catalyst that maybe nobody really saw coming, and it happens fast. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, all the metrics seem very, very healthy. So that's all I got. I'll see you all next week. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff.